It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down the road today.
And this is Mark Inspires, the longest running daily show on the planet. 1,523 days in a row, connecting with you, just trying to see if we can make a difference in this disgustingly negative world. Tonight we're going to be playing cover songs on the first drum for guitar players. It's called the BeatSeat. You can check it out at beatseat.rocks. And I'm going to take out my Fender Jaguar in a minute here and freaking jam out. So if you have any cover songs you want to hear, make sure you drop them in the chat. I'll do my best to try to grab as many as we can tonight. Probably just going to play a bunch of random ones like I usually do. And I'm thinking about playing you a little sneak peek of episode 2 of the Trump Files. It just premiered yesterday. It looks like there's only been 57 views. We should have about 5,700 views so far. Christine Seidman over on TikTok. You rock. Guys, if you're on TikTok, please head over to YouTube. It's a much better experience. But the Trump Files, if you haven't seen it yet, it's freaking crazy. It's basically 4 hours, which I'm cutting into 8 different episodes over the next 8 weeks. And they're quite ridiculous. It's all face swaps, and it's political satire. Satire should not have died, but it did in 2019. We're bringing it back. We're dropping the whole Trump Files as an 8-part series, so make sure you subscribe and you join us each Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard when we watch each new episode. Also, don't forget, every single Friday at 5 p.m., I drop a new song. Today's song was a beauty. We're going to play it in a few minutes before we go into what we're playing tonight. But yeah, if you haven't, this one was called Never Give Up. And I think it's a song we all need to hear. There's a part at the end, it almost reminds me of angels singing because it's all these different harmonies going on at the same time in this really beautiful, like, stringy, angelic harmony across the top, which it makes me melt every time I hear. So we're gonna listen to that. It's only 4 minutes long, and then we're gonna play some cover songs. So if you have any requests, make sure you drop them in here, and head over to YouTube, guys. Help me get to 1 million subscribers. We're just a few away, right, guys? So Joanne's back there wheezing. She said she's been spreading the word. You got to give it to her. You know what I mean? With the wheeze, she's still spreading the word, and the wheeze, guys. Jaguar sitting next to me. Not a real Jaguar, Fender Jaguar. You know, and I'm sitting, of course, on the BeatSeat. What's that, Zabroski? Oh. Guys, Zabroski's drinking a yoo-hoo. He's ready to give us a woo-hoo.
Oh, you give me more. Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days. It hit me. Oh, wow.
Zabroski!
Something to live for.
What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, stop wheezing.
Something to die for. Yeah. There's something to live for, yeah. Give me something to die for, yeah.
Matt Zabroski. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait for it, Zabroski. I want a woohoo. What's that? Oh, you want to throw it? Okay, throwing it to you. Zabroski! You came through with it, buddy. A woohoo like no other. You know, sometimes when you're here waiting for a woohoo and Zabroski brings it, you're like, yes. So guys, we're here, the start of cover song night, and my song is officially a cover song for anybody else who decides they want to play it now. So it's out there. It's called Never Give Up. There's been 39 views since I dropped it at 5 p.m. today. Can we drop that number to a couple 100,000? Come on. What are we talking about over here? Especially after you see it. We have to get this to like priests and like churches. Just listen to this, guys. This song is for anybody who needs a lift and anybody who feels like tomorrow may not be possible. This song will get you to do anything in life. It's called Never Give Up. And I want to thank Lady Bain, my fellow singer, songwriter, musician friend. And I met her on Instagram originally, and we just have, became fast friends because we're musicians and musicians support each other. And also she's awesome. And she came in the other night and I said, come on, somebody give me a title. And she said, write me a song about never giving up. And this happened. I'm going to play it for you right now. I'm giving you the link. Did I give it to you? This is it right here. Take that link and please click it. Please hit the friggin' thumbs up and leave a comment. Anything you want to say there. But it means a lot because these songs... Tim wants me to play Matt Anderson's Wagon Wheel. That's, I think, the third or fourth time I've heard him ask me to play. I don't even know this song, but I may have to write a song called Wagon Wheel tonight just because Timmy asked. So this song, guys, I gave you the link right there. Do something with it. Share it. This is the song. I hope you enjoy.
11, I chose
Joanne,
Wix,
this is a
and
commercial.
it was really because the
Here we go. A song about never giving up. You know that's my jam right there. Sure is.
Life can be so difficult. Every day you wake up faced with the challenges of just getting through it. But I see you make it through your most difficult days, and it's 'cause you've got the heart of a lion. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. No. You see your competition. It's in the mirror. All you got to do is keep your chin up, 'cause you know you're gonna see another sunrise. That's all you gotta do. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. Coming back from the worst days, you just keep coming back. Don't ever give up. No, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. No, 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 no. Don't ever give up. That it gets today, you're going to look back with gratitude when you get through it. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Oh, just keep your heart beating. Yeah. Don't ever give up. No. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. Fire makes you tick and keep on. You don't ever give up. How you're gonna make it through anything else. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
That's how we do it. That is how we write a song live in the moment for Cassandra Bain.
What happens when the prostate enlarges
Joanne,
and the urine
do the
channel gets
prostate
tight?
exam thing again. You know, Joanne is always here when they do it, and it's always for Joanne. Because you guys know, she's got a wheezing issue. And kind of goes with the territory. If you're on TikTok, head over to YouTube. Because it's not a good experience on TikTok. I even took off the background, which was pretty much like New York City background like we usually have, like I have right now on YouTube. But you're not going to see anything on TikTok, so get over here. We did that yesterday.
in Orleans, a cold rising sun. It's been the ruin of many boys and me, oh Lord, and mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. Father was the gambling man, yeah, down in New Orleans. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many old boys and me, oh Lord, I'm one. Just dropped. Oh, my freaking camera for the BeatSeat just dropped.
house of the rising sun. It's been, you said, down New Orleans. There is a house in New Orleans, yeah, yeah. They call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many old boys, and me all and one. It's been the ruin of many old boys and me. Oh Lord, I'm one. Oh, thank you so much, Leslie. I appreciate you. Can you please head over to YouTube and join us? It's so much better over there. The link is right in my bio. You could type in either at Mark Pires or just type Mark Inspires. We typically write songs here live in the moment, but it's cover song night. Guys, I freaking love the Jaguar. You guys like the tone of it? I'm like really into the tone of this Jaguar. I gotta get the BeatSeat's camera back up so we can switch the scene over. I think that's good. BeatSeat scene. Let's get it going, because we're about to beat the heck out of it. Yeah, that's okay, actually. It's pretty straight. This is the first drum for guitar players. If you guys don't know, go to beatseat.rocks. We are in the process of rocking out on it. That'll do, actually. That's a pretty good view for tonight. Much better than usual. It's usually like on a weird angle, because the dogs are always in here. Maggie's got her stupid noggin, and when she hits it, knocks it off kilter. Joanne! You know, you forget about the backdrop. Good thing, because we would have been right in the middle of a jam. It would be like, boom, boom. Like, what's that? Thank you for the love, Leslie. I really hope you head over to YouTube and join the family over here. We're live every single night for the last 1,523 days in a row. This is the longest running show on earth. I keep showing up. They don't let anybody know I exist, but I keep showing up and keep doing what we do here every night. So if you enjoy it, please tell some friends, and please come back tomorrow, because it's Saturday Night Live. And by the way, guys, Monday is my first episode of Shark Tank. If you guys don't know, at 1 o'clock on Monday, Eastern Standard Time, Shark Tank. Moink. All right, we gotta play something. Now, we figured this out after I got this guitar, and as you guys know, I traded in my Taylor, which I loved. It actually matched this BeatSeat that I built. So it was like this duo set. It was my concept to build BeatSeats to match people's guitars. And it was great, but I don't play the Taylor. I don't play the acoustic at all anymore. I play electric every night. So it made sense to trade the Taylor for something I'll actually use. So, I got a Fender Jaguar, and I found out after it's called the NOS 3, and it is the same one that Kurt Cobain played. So the other night we played his song. We're going to do it again right now. Except hopefully I'll play a little better because now I played it once a couple days ago. What I like is that we're playing his song, and this is actually the tone from the album because he played this guitar exact, same pickups and everything. So let's see how it goes. We had it the other day, and it was, here we go. We're going to try to play a different vibe on it. How'd it go? The YouTube is under @MarkPires, so if you just put my name in but do the @ sign, you could join us over there. I think Renee is on with us. She could give you the link, and that'll help. So this right here is a little Kurt Cobain / Nirvana. All apologies. All apologies. Redone in 2023 by Mark Inspires. And I'm Casey Kasem. Casey's back. Too slow. Hold on a second. I never know how quick to set the running speed on this thing. Still getting over this. Whatever the freak it was that my kid brought home from school. Everyone is gay. What else should I write? I don't have the right. See, I don't want to play it like this. I want to play it more mellow. Let's do a more mellow version of it. I be all apologies? What else should I say? Everyone is gay. What else should I write? I don't have the right. What else should I be? All apologies in the sun. Feel is one in the sun, and the sun. No rain,
easily amused. Finest of soul. Everything's my fault. I take all the blame. Aqua sea foam shame. Burn the trees are burned. Choking on the ashes of the enemy. In the sun, in the sun, I feel as one. In the sun, in the sun. Now rain, now rain, now rain, yeah. All known is all we are. 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 I don't know. Sometimes you do it, you know. Oh, goodness. Did Leslie find it over to the YouTube page? How about this one? Bluesmaster Solomon Burke. A little Bluesmaster Solomon Burke style. You guys know what's coming. Let's see what we got here. I think it's totally 50s vibe. We're going with it. 60s vibe. Okay, ready? This is a tune right here, guys. I love this song. When your baby leaves you all alone and nobody calls you on the phone, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? You said to come on, baby, cry to me when you're alone in your lonely room. Yeah, and there's nothing but the smell of your perfume. Yeah, don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? Yeah, come on, baby, cry to me. Nothing could be sadder than a glass of wine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and loneliness is just a waste of time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to ever, you don't have to walk alone. So come on, yeah, yeah. Walk with me when you're waiting for your voice to come in the night, and there is no one home, yeah. But don't you feel like crying? Don't you feel like crying? No, you said you want to cry, cry, baby, cry to me. It's totally got that 60s vibe. Right? Oh, nah, digging on this freaking guitar. You know what I mean? Oh, Solomon Burke doing it, you know. Sometimes when Solomon Burke's doing it, and you're like, oh, cool, now I'm doing it. Of course you were. You're in the middle of it. Here's another one for you. Here's another one for you. Of course, I spelled it wrong. That's what happens when you're in a rusheroo. This is a good one right here. I like this song, always did, you know? And when I do it my own way. Ish. Joanne, where did you put your... No, not your wheeze. Where did you put the... Oh, here, thank you, Joanne. She goes, my wheeze? No, I don't need to know where your wheeze is. We know it's nonstop. Annoying. I just dig this middle sounding kind of Telecaster vibe, even though it's not a Tele. This is a Jaguar. Doing it. Get better control here just in case I get it doesn't fall off of me. Children behave. That's what they say we're together. Watch how you play. They don't understand, so we run as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hands. We're trying to find a way into the night, and you put your arms around me and you tie me to the ground, and you say, think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts, the only sound. Look at the way we gotta hide what we're doing.
what will they say? You ever knew? So we're running just as fast as we can, holding on one another's hands, trying to find a way in the night, and they put you around and you tumble to the ground. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. As we can, holding on to one another's hands, yeah, we're trying to find a way in the night, yeah, we put your arm around me and you tumble to the ground, and then you say, think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone. Our hearts is the only sound. We're alone now. 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 I think we're alone now. Sometimes you pull it out and do a little Tommy James. You know, doing a little Tommy James in the house. Let's see what else we have here. We're going to try to play something else. Let's see what we got here. That's not going to work. We had something here. Oh, okay. Crazy how it feels tonight. It's crazy how you make it all right. Love, crush me with those things you do. And if you do anything to
and your feet. All day I want you so badly, and no wonder this good tomorrow be so wondrous as you there sleeping. Let's try till the morning comes. We'll watch the sunrise and fill our souls. We'll drink some wine until we get drunk. It's crazy, I'm thinking, just knowing that the world is round. I'm here, I'm dancing on the ground. Am I right side up or upside down? Is this a real, or am I dreaming? Lovely lady, and let me drink you, please. Spare a drop, no promise you, laying under this spell you cast on me. Each moment the more I love you. Crush me. Oh, yeah. It's crazy, I'm thinking, just knowing that the world is round. I'm here, I'm dancing on the ground, yeah. Am I right side up or upside down? Is this real, or am I dreaming? Lonely lady, I will treat you sweet, adore you, I mean you crush me. Wow. Did you hear what happened here? I took it off the freaking thing. And it's times like this when my faith I feel it, and I know how I love you.
How's everybody doing out there? Little cover song night. We do it every single Friday night, so please join us. Tomorrow, it's Saturday Night Live. Remember, Monday at 1 p.m., my first episode of Shark Tank premieres at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. I'm very excited about that. It's already up and ready to roll. And of course, each Thursday, over the next 8 Thursdays, we will be dropping the Trump Files, which is my 7th feature film, essentially. It's going to be a full 7th feature film. When I finish all 8 pieces, I'll put it together into one, and we'll have a 4-hour and 15-minute movie. But it's a very long, full movie. That's why I wanted to cut it into 8 parts. I just play you guys something you know. Let me tune this pup because I've been ripping on it. Love me 2 times, baby. Love me twice today. Love me 2 times, girl. I'm blown away. Love me 2 times, girl. One for tomorrow, one just for today. Love me 2 times. I'm blown away. Love me 1 time. I could not speak. Love me 2 times. Guys, I can't. It's crap. We have Liberty Rock. Please do a Coming to America skit, the barbershop scene. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Funds unknown. Do the barbershop scene from Coming to America. That could be funny. I don't know what I'd have, I guess I could be seeing if they'll cast me in the next movie. That could be pretty funny. Guys, I also want to say thank you to Renee Woods for sending me toe warmers. And she sent me a bunch of stuff to keep me warm because, sometimes it gets hot or it gets cold. Right now it's hot, actually. I got this heater on next to me. I'm starting to sweat a little. Let me shut this thing off. I don't need any more, yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, Renee. That was amazing to get that when I went to my office today. Let me see if I can play you guys one more cover song, and then we're going to probably do the Trump Files. I want you guys to see a little premiere. You guys want to see the sneak peek of episode 2 of the Trump Files? Oh, I got a good one. I like playing this song. I haven't played it in a while, but with this guitar, it should sound really cool. I play this sometimes. I love this song. I haven't played it in a little bit, but I like it. We're going to do that. Ooh, I like this vibe. This like 50s, like cool. That vibe, you know what I'm saying? We got it right there. Joanne, do me a favor, stop the wheezing. It's not helping. They made up their minds and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day. Exit to eternal summer's lying. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? They drank up their wine. They got to talking. They had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. But where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road that we're walking go. It's always summer, they'll never get old. They'll never get hungry, they'll never get old and gray. You can see the shadows wandering on somewhere. They won't make it home, but they really don't care. Only the highway, they're happier anyway. Oh, their children woke up and they couldn't find them. They left before the sun came up that day. They just drove off and left it all behind them. Oh, but where were they going without ever knowing the way? Said where were they going without ever knowing the way? I like that tune. You know? Fastball in it? Sometimes you're throwing a fastball. So who wants to see a little bit of the Trump Files? Part 2. Just get you excited about it, you know? Never. Never. There's a natural mystic blowing through the air. You listen carefully if you hear. It is a natural mystic blowing through the air. It could be the first trumpet. To that one, or the chords. Old pirates, yes, they're rabbi. So light to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from bottomless pits, my hand was mid-stroke. By the end of the almighty, we follow in this generation. Yeah, heavenly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? These songs of freedom. 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, yeah, yeah. Redemption songs, yeah, yeah. Redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. No fear for atomic energies. Yeah, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it that we go to fulfill the book. Won't you help to say these songs of freedom? These songs of freedom is all I ever have. Redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs, yeah, redemption. I don't know if the Damian Marley version sounds like. I've never heard it. I do the Mark Pires version. I do the Mark Inspires version. Manic depression is running my soul. I know what I want, but I just don't know. Feelings we feeling. I forget, I used to play it back in the day. I'd be like, it's freaking tough to play. Hold on. I forgot the beat. Hold on. Manic depression is just straight and miss. I know what I want, I just don't know. Feeling sweet, feeling, I wish I could forget all of it, all this. I don't know. That depression is a frustrating mess. Pretend to throw the guitar, we never do it. You know? We throw a little overdrive on every once in a while, Timmy, you know? And of course, we also have. That's what we call a little envelope filter right there. And just back to a little reverb. And then of course, remember we figured out we have a whammy bar. Never used that in my life. Howdy there, partner. Leisure 7's got his moinking shoes on. He's ready to go. That's too funny. I don't like playing with the freaking, whammy. I'm not whammying it. I'm like, I can't even do it. Forget about it, Joanne. Just, Joanne, can you stop with the whammy? I don't need a whammy bar. Okay, one more song because we have to at least finish the cover songs with one. Our outro tune. Wow. That's what happens when you play guitar like I do. I'll break these freaking strings every night. I think that we played a blues version of something. What was the first song we played? It was pretty crazy. A House of the Rising Sun. Some fire tonight, I think. I'm gonna have to drop that. Wow, we've dropped these down. There we go. Much better. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more, more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh, listen, pretty baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on the beat someday. Don't ever do. 'Cause I'm just straight, you ain't got no money. Just ain't no good, and I guess if you say so. I got to pack my bags and go hit the road. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road. Hit the road. Hit the road. Hit you come back down the road. Yeah, 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 yeah. Charles, where are you when we need you? Need you to come back to life and get into this tune right now. You come to me, yeah, we go. Listen, pretty baby, don't you treat me this way. I'll be back on the feet someday. It don't matter what I do. Just understood, you ain't got no money. You just ain't no boy, no. Guess if you say so, I got to pack my bags and go. Hit the road again. Don't you come back? No, you can walk again. Hit the road, yeah. Hit the road, yeah. Don't you go back. Hit the road, yeah. Hit the road. Done. Can't. I'm just, Joanne, sometimes when you play music for an hour and 7 minutes, you just get tired. And you're just like, let's play a little Trump files. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed some of it. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes, it's good and sometimes it's not. I don't know. I'm in the process of just playing, having a good time. What's interesting, though, is sometimes, it's easy to sing some of these notes, but honestly, when I came down with that cold the other day, singing some of these higher notes, really tough tonight. Trying my best to reach and screech to get to them. But really is more of a guitar playing tonight, I would say, for me, personally. I think that the first song was probably the best song of the night. That's just my impressions. And I don't know. I think We're Alone Now was pretty awesome, too. Oh, thank you, S. Coop, you rock. So, guys, real quick, I want to show you something. Damian Marley version. Fire. I'll have to check it out. So this, I'm not sure if I did. I played this for you, Never Give Up, a little earlier. But, guys, yesterday I wrote a song that I think could be probably the most beautiful song. I don't know. It's not. It's just, it reminds me there's a band called Samples. You guys remember the band called The Samples back in the day, back in the 90s? They had this song called Something in Gold, and they had this harmony in there that I always loved because it would creep above it, and it would do this something with silver and gold. If anybody remembers this song, it was a really beautiful song by the Samples, and something about silver and gold was this one song that they had. Maybe that was the title, I don't know. And it was this harmony that danced together. And basically, everything I write here is live in the moment, so I don't know what I'm going to do ever, and when these kind of dancing moments with the vocals or with the guitar happen, it's really something for me even to really appreciate. So I'm going to play it for you right now, okay? Maudie, thank you, my friend. This, I just played it, I gave you the link, but this is the actual video if you guys want to head over and give it some love. Let's pop it out and listen real quick. I have not shared the link yet, so it's unlisted. You guys are the only people in the world that have it. Are you ready?
A page out of the book. Yeah, it's blank. You need to come up with the language. Yeah, the storyline. Oh, you can take it wherever you wanna go. All you got to do is get in the car and go. You made the call. Winter, spring, summer. Fight in the dragon's lair. It's a trip to heaven and back. You can make it all what you like. Yes, you're the creator. Winter, spring, summer, fall. You made the winter, spring, summer, you're the creator. What you wanna do? Winter, spring, summer, take form, take flight all night. Yeah, you don't have to come down, no. You're up in the clouds, you're touching the hand of God. Oh, Michelangelo could never paint it anymore magnificently, but you're living it, can't you see? You're connected to it all. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Winter, spring, summer,
I'm going to cut this in because apparently we're losing signal here. I think it's too much data going out at once, and it's booting out the feed. So what we're going to do instead is cut off the double YouTube signal. It looks like that's better already. So what we'll do is we'll stop playing that, and we're going to do something different. Because now I got to shut off TikTok for this. So guys on TikTok, please head over to YouTube. Xandro, David, my friend, please join Renee and head over to YouTube. It is the longest running show on earth. If you could subscribe, I appreciate it. But we're about to play something unique. I'm not playing the whole episode for you guys. I'm going to get you excited about Thursday when we play this entire thing. This is called the Trump Files. It's the second episode. We're about to play it. Because I'm playing this on my desktop, it should not have any issues. We should be able to watch this perfectly. At least that's my hope. Let's see. We're going to check it out together. This right here, I have to shut off TikTok. So guys, head over to YouTube. My link right there is under my photo. Or you could just type in Mark Pires, like my name right there. Or Mark Inspires is the name of the show. Mark Inspires. So, find us. We're here every night at 10. This, guys, episode 2. Who's ready for it? Oh my goodness. Not the whole thing. I'm just playing you a little portion here, get you excited about it. But I have to shut off TikTok in order to do that so I can send some comments, and also because I can't really play the video for you, unfortunately. Not the way I was just doing it. So, Renee, please give a little link. Let everybody know. Just put the @MarkPires thing on there so if anybody can see that. Join us right now, guys. This right here is the second piece of it. Second part of the Trump files.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. Donald Trump with episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you very much for joining me. Episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to get into it today. I've got a lot to share with you. Border wall. Everybody's always saying, Trump, when are you going to build the border wall? We're building the wall. But they gave me such a hard time. Such a hard time.
The President of the United States, having failed to get Mexico to pay for his ineffective, unnecessary border wall.
We'll get back to Schumer and Pelosi after some other clips. I think you guys may like these others, and we'll put it all into perspective. It's Trump Show. I'm just going to show you how other presidents felt about immigration.
The bill before us will certainly do some good.
Well, let's start with that. He says he wants to do some good. Let's see what's next.
It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders.
Holy cow. Obama wanted to put up a fence. Nobody cares. I want to build a wall stronger. They have a problem with that. We're talking Three Little Pigs, people. He wants to use a fence. I'm talking about a wall that the big bad wolf can't blow down.
The fence is now basically complete.
Wow, Barack, you got 5 years out of that fence. Good job. We had to start building an actual wall because what you did was crap.
Maybe they'll need a moat.
Or maybe they'll need a wall.
Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Now that one I have to give Barack. That was hilarious. Still, I'll take the wall.
Every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
Bill Clinton says illegal aliens and everybody applauds and they get behind him. But Trump does, and they call him a xenophobe and a racist.
The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers.
You see, they're always with you when they need the vote. But as soon as they get in office, they turn on you. Get used to it, people. It's the way it's always been with the Democrats.
That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more.
Can you believe that?
By deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before.
Maybe I should hire Bill to say his words / my words on the campaign trail.
I voted for a fence. I voted unlike most Democrats, and some of you won't like it. I voted for 700-mile fence.
Wait, Sleep Sofa Joe voted for a fence too?
Let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts from methamphetamine to cocaine to heroin.
And listening to Sleep Sofa talk about the same issues I have with illegal aliens is just kind of laughable.
It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
Joe Biden mentions the drugs. He mentions the illegal aliens coming across the border. And he wants 700 miles of fence. No problem. He's not a xenophobe. He's not a racist. You call Trump whatever you want. That's the problem. You guys just make up your fake news. What do we have next? Anything left?
Former presidents have said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you recall President Obama ever saying that?
Come on.
Bumbling Biden. At it again. Look, guys, you could tell it's a double talk situation with Biden. Everybody before me wanted a wall. Remember when Schumer said ineffective wall?
Construction of a 630-mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border.
So let me get this straight. In 2009, a fence is significant, but in 2020, a wall is ineffective? Really? Everybody before me wanted a wall. Trump gets it done.
Evelyn Jameson live from the studio. Donald Trump is back with episode 10. How sour is that Don Lemon?
Thank you for joining me on episode 10 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. Today, we're going to continue our journey, destroying fake news. Today, we're going to look at CNN. Don Lemon. That's right, we call him Con Lemonhead here, but I have an old clip that came across my desk I wanted to share with you guys. So give me your perspectives, okay? Take a look at this.
It got some, many on the political right, wondering why the so-called liberal media wasn't talking about other problems in the black community.
That's interesting, Lemon. Why? Why would you say? This is 2013, by the way.
The outrage that I have is in the lack of really the national attention to what is an epidemic of crime in the black community, committed largely by blacks.
These are the same stats we're talking about now, and everyone calls us racist for bringing up.
Why aren't we talking about it? Good question. Actually, that's not a good question. We've talked about it many times on this show.
You have?
And on CNN.
You see, he could tell he was lying because he took a longer breath.
So that's the reason I didn't want to discuss at length crime in the African-American community or how to fix other ills that seem to be plaguing the community in general. But now that the jury has reached its verdict, one that everyone must accept, it's time now for some tough love on the subject.
Some tough love from the lemon. Sounds good to me.
Someone on another network got the chance to go first because I couldn't go during the week. I'm only here on the weekend, so listen to this.
The reason there is so much violence and chaos is the disintegration of the African American family.
He's got a point.
He does?
In fact, he's got more than a point.
Wow. Don Lemon agrees with Bill O'Reilly. Who knew that was coming?
Drugs, hustling, gangs. Nobody forces them to do that. Again, it is a personal decision.
He is right about that, too. But in my estimation, he doesn't go far enough.
Oh, Don Lemon's a mathematician now. Yes, I'd like to hear your estimation.
Black people, if you really want to fix the problem, here's just 5 things that you should think about doing.
Here we go. Con Lemonhead, 2013, 5 ways to fix the black community. Let's hear it.
Here's number 5. Pull up your pants.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
Number 4 now is the N-word.
Oh, my. Here we go.
I understand poetic license, but consider this. I hosted a special on the N-word, suggesting that black people stop using it, and that entertainers stop deluding yourselves or themselves and others that you're somehow taking the word back.
I am curious what people think of that comment.
A lot of African Americans took offense to that, too.
Oh, he answered it.
Now, number 3. Respect where you live.
Is this a special message to the people in Chippy, Chaz? What are they calling themselves this week? I think it's a message to Chap.
Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities.
Imagine if they played this over the loudspeakers in Chap.
I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering.
Here comes a cheap shot at his community.
I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away.
Wow, stereotype much?
Just being honest here.
Interesting. When did you decide to get rid of the honesty policy, Lemon?
Number 2, finish school. You want to break the cycle of poverty? Stop telling kids they're acting white because they go to school or they speak proper English.
What Don Lemon is saying right now would be considered racist in 2020.
A high school dropout makes on average $19,000 a year.
Wait, a year?
A high school graduate makes $28,000 a year.
Just graduating, you make 33% more per year.
A college graduate makes $51,000 a year.
That stat is less impressive to me. It costs like $50,000 a year for college. A college graduate makes $51,000?
Over the course of a career, a college grad will make nearly $1 million more than a high school graduate. That's a lot of money.
Yes, $1 million is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to the people of the United States of America. Not so much for Trump. I've got billions, okay?
And number one, and probably the most important, just because you can have a baby, it doesn't mean you should.
Words you will never hear Don Lemonhead speak again.
Especially without planning for one or getting married first. More than 72% of children in the African American community are born out of wedlock. That means absent fathers.
Look, can't you see, this is the point. Nothing ever changes. It's always the same. It was 72% in 2013 when Obama was the president.
And the studies show that lack of a male role model is an express train right to prison. And the cycle continues.
Yesterday you saw that Sleep Sofa Joe was the one that put them in prison. And Don Lemon remarked how it's a problem in 2013 when Obama was in office. So what's the problem when Trump wants to fix it? Anybody? Bueller?
Pay attention to and think about what has been presented in recent history as acceptable behavior.
Is rioting in the streets acceptable behavior? It's a good question, Don Lemonhead. What do you think we should do, Don?
Pay close attention to the hip-hop and rap culture that many of you embrace.
I embrace the Sugar Hill Gang. To the hip-hop, to hibbity-hibbity-hibbity hip-hop, to toppity, don't stop. The boogie-boogie bang-bang, sugary-bug-bug.
A culture that glorifies everything I just mentioned, thug and reprehensible behavior. A culture that is making a lot of people rich, just not you.
The time CNN spoke the truth. Wow, it's almost surreal, right? It's surreal to see CNN speaking truth. I kind of like it. How do we get them to speak the truth always? So what happened to Don Lemon in 2020?
This is the thing, Don. You know, black people need to hold other black people accountable.
Okay, before we get started, that's what Don Lemonhead was doing in the 2013 clip we started with. Okay, watch.
I said this the same thing. This is the Black America's version of the Me Too movement. If anything is going to change, we ourselves need to look at our own communities and look at each other and say, this thing cannot go down.
I'm sorry, isn't that exactly what Don said?
And then this is what I'm saying. It's about who is controlling the narrative. It's got to be all Black Lives Matter.
That sounds right. What does Don have to say?
Here's what I have to say.
All right, Spin Doctor. Let's see what you got here.
The Black Lives Matter movement was started because it was talking about police brutality. If you want an all Black Lives Matter movement that talks about gun violence in communities, including, black communities, then start that movement with that name. But that's not what Black Lives Matter is about.
I'm soured by the hypocrisy. It's like eating a lemon. Oh.
So if you're talking about cancer matters, and then someone comes in and says, why aren't you talking about HIV? It's not the same thing. We're talking about cancer.
I think Lemonhead doesn't grasp the concept of apples and oranges. If it's 100 people and you're there for all cancer matters, then it would be somebody who stands up and said, I have prostate cancer. And they would say, sit down, buddy. We just said all cancer matters.
So the Black Lives Matter movement is about police brutality and injustice in that manner, not about what's happening in black neighborhoods. There are people who are working on that issue, and if you want to start that issue, why don't you start it?
We have a hypocrite warning.
It is about police brutality. That should never be accepted. Yeah. I am not saying that that's not it, but there's more there. Okay. And when I look at, if they have more on their agenda, we need to ask them about what else is on that agenda.
Right. Don't you just love how uncomfortable Terry Crews made Don Lemonhead? It was hilarious. You could see he got very uncomfortable when he realized he couldn't control Terry Crews. I wonder, could we get Terry Crews on the Trump team? We should look into it. Look, I will see you tomorrow in the next Trump show. Have a good night.
Emerald and Jameson live from the studio. Donald J. Trump joins us to talk about President Xi.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me on the next episode of the Donald Trump Show. I believe this is episode 11. Unbelievable. I think this episode has to be about President Xi-hole. Look, I got a problem with the Xi-hole. He's out there delivering Fluhan all over the world. Everybody's blaming Trump, but the only person to blame is President Xi-hole. But no matter what I say, they don't believe me. It's a weird world we're living in right now. It's either Trump or not Trump. Nobody's talking about the issues. What does Trump think about abortion? What does Biden think about? Well, let's be honest, Biden doesn't think about anything. But if he was to think about something, what would it be? Maybe, did I put underwear on this morning? Did I change my pants? Did I poop my pants? I don't know. These are maybe questions that Sleep Sofa Joe asks himself. But look, let's see if we have any clips for today. Do we have anything? Here we go.
世界卫生组织总干事先生
You guys couldn't get the subtitled version? I mean, what the hell? Where's my translator? God almighty. Alright, I guess I'm going to have to respond and pretend I know what the hell he's talking about. Let's get back to it.
各位代表
Good day to you too, Xi-hole.
首先
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption was a good movie, but what does that have to do with anything?
我认为
No, that's close. It's Dufresne, Andy Dufresne. I think he's trying to say the character's name from Shawshank.
在人类抗击新冠肺炎疫情的关键时刻
I'm not really sure who Kwame Shakur is. It may be Tupac's son.
突发事件
Oh, it is. Well, I have one question for you, Xi-hole. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell the world what was going on? We could have done something about it. You know we call you a Xi-hole, right?
举行这次市委大会
Look, you brought it upon yourself. I can't control your actions, Xi. We only come up with nicknames for people based on their actions, and you've been a Xi-hole. I'm sorry.
具有
You should be, Xio.
十分重要的意义。
All right, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't understand him.
人类正在经历第二次世界大战结束以来
I'm not sure I appreciate your tone.
全球
What did you say to me?
新冠肺炎疫情突如其来
Okay, look, I need a translator. I can't freaking do this without a translator. I just can't. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He keeps saying things. It sounds like he's insulting the Trumper.
最严重的
See? That's exactly what he's doing. He just said it, Ziyunda.
公共卫生
He said invasion. They invaded us with coronavirus.
现在已经波及
I'll tell you what, Xi-hole, if you ever speak to me like that again, I'm gonna trump you right in the face. Anyway, look, that's about enough for today's episode of the Donald Trump Show. Remember that President Xi is now President Xi-hole. Sleep Sofa Joe is probably taking a nap right now. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump Show. Have a good night.
Emerald and Jameson live from the studio. Donald Trump joins us with episode 12 of The Trump Show.
Thank you, and welcome to episode 12 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we're talking about Sleep Sofa bumbling Biden. This episode's called How Far Left Can Sleep Sofa Go? Let's take a look.
And I can't thank you enough for all you've done so far, and that's thank you for taking the time for watching today.
You're off to a great start, Joe.
Look, one of the things I think is important, I wish we taught more in our schools about the Islamic faith.
Wait, hold on. So you get rid of God in the school. You can't pray in school, but you want to talk about Islam? Does that make any sense? It doesn't at all, unless you're trying to pander for votes. Oh, look, it's pandering Biden.
And what people don't realize, it's one of my avocation is theology, don't realize is that we all come from the same root here in terms of our fundamental basic beliefs.
The same fundamental beliefs? Are you crazy, Joe? Crazy Joe Biden. Yeah, that's right. We all fundamentally believe the same things. That's right.
So my generic point is...
Everything about Sleep Sofa Joe's generic.
We agree that we can redirect some of the funding.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so no more police departments. Sleep Sofa Joe, defunding the police. Look, let's divert some funds. Let's not improve the police. Let's just defund them. Let's go back to cowboys and Indians. How about we go back to the Wild West? Sounds like a good idea, Sleep Sofa. Did you think about this one at all? Or are you just reading off of the teleprompter again?
And one of the things that we also need to be doing is fundamentally changing the way, and I've been pushing it for years, changing the way we deal with our prison system.
Okay, this one's classic. Are you guys ready for this?
It should be a rehabilitation system, not a punishment system.
Okay, I think it's time we slam bumbling Biden back onto his sleep sofa.
I started looking at it and found out that this midnight basketball isn't getting them together a bunch of jive folks who are black, white, and Hispanic who live in their city to do, try to see if they can be Michael Jordan.
Because I really can't tell anymore. Was that racist?
They were keeping schools open so gangs come off streets instead of out raping my mother, marauding me.
You know, this is the third or fourth time I've heard Joe speak about his mother in a very weird way. I'm not really sure if he has a thing for Ma, good old Ma.
My daughter will be safer. My wife will be safer. My mother will be safer.
See, there it is again.
And I will be safer. And I will be happy.
It just looks like Joe Biden did things to suit his own needs when he had young kids. Now he's an old man, doesn't even know his name. So he's like, yeah, you know what? Let's talk about Islam in school. And I think I pooped my pants.
And the truth is, we don't very well know how to rehabilitate them at that point. That's the sad truth.
Could I call Liar Liar Pants on fire? Because Sleep Sofa Joe said it should be a rehabilitation. And he just said there's no way to rehabilitate.
Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, I'm ashamed that I voted for the 94 crime bill. You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. In fact, I drafted the bill.
Proud of putting people in prison. Inner city, all different colors and creeds. And now you want them all to vote for you. You're the one who put them in, Warden. How are you going to answer for that, Warden Biden? Warden Biden, that's a mouthful, really. Imagine bumbling Biden as a warden. All right, I think that's enough for episode 12. Look forward to tomorrow, lucky number 13. It's going to be a big episode. Not sure what yet. It's the Trump Show. See you tomorrow.
It's Haverl and Jameson with the...
All right, guys, I don't want to let you see the whole thing. Remember, you have to be here on Thursday when we watch the entire episode together. Let me give you the link again. I believe this is it. Just hit the notification button on the page. If you could shoot a comment on there and hit the like button, that'll really help. And if you can share it with anybody, even with a friend, you could email it to someone. Just take the link there and pass it around, the Trump files. I hope you enjoyed that. That is about half, a little over half of the episode. And it gets even better on the next one because the Dr. Evil episode is in the following week. So we'll be doing a kind of preview of that episode next week. So I'm really excited about dropping this again. I think it's very funny stuff. And especially that President G-hole one is like the best bit ever. I'm going to drop that on TikTok right now, right after the show. I'm just going to put that on there as like a full clip and cut it into 3 different pieces, I guess. I did that right before the show. I didn't realize, but from my desktop, I can upload clips to TikTok, and it just cuts them up and puts them all up on, and they just all go up there. You know, I'm just going to start doing that with other things besides the news stories. Just plaster that freaking page with all kinds of stuff and see if we get more followers for the music, for all kinds of stuff. Put the comedies up there, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, tomorrow, Saturday Night Live, make sure you're back here, 10 o'clock, 10:30-ish. We're going to be doing probably a green screen scene. Wolf asked if I'd do something with Coming to America, so maybe we'll get a little scene going there, especially if there's a way I could find a little video. I want to start shooting some video just as like backdrop stuff so I could just use it as green screen, because it would be even funnier. Although I actually think it's hilarious when I'm making comedy out of a freaking picture I found on, on Google. There was that guy trying to troll me last time we were doing a scene, and it was funny because he went live and he was like trying to rip me down. And he's like, "Hey, come on the air with me. I have information that can destroy you if you don't go on the air with me." I'm like, "Who is this guy?" And then someone gave me the link, so I went and looked. And he's trying to troll. He's like, "This guy he thinks this is comedy. He's found a picture on Google and he's just talking about it in front of it." And then he put the volume up, and it was the part where I was talking about the guy's ridiculous head. I was like, "What are we doing with that head?" It's like, "Let me ask you, how do you get through a door? Like, what are we talking about here?" And just that concept of how does someone get through a doorway with their head because it's so big that they can't walk through a doorway, it's freaking hilarious. And while it was going and playing, he realized that the show is freaking hilarious and that the concept of this is just talking in front of a green screen is very funny. And he shut off the live like right away. It was hilarious. And in general, I want to start getting on with other creators. I want to start doing shows with other creators and sharing some content with them, creating songs for them, doing whatever I can in order to help. So if you guys have any ideas of creators that would like music or anything like that, I also have to really take this concept of writing songs for people for a living. It's funny, I saw Shark Tank. It pisses me off because this guy and girl who are singer-songwriters created a songwriting business. And they got all these, almost every shark was throwing money at them in order to do a deal, in order to write songs for people. And I'm thinking to myself, how could the frig these people doing that and be making like hundreds of thousands of dollars writing songs? I mean, you're doing it every single night. I can't even make a penny for it. I got to start turning it into a business. Wedding songs, special events. You want a song about a girl you like. You want a song about a special thing or about some bad experience, whatever it is. And I create a business out of it, whatever. I got to figure out how to charge. That's what I have to look into their model and see how they did it. I'll just set it up the same exact way, do it here. And maybe there's a way for me to generate some money for what I have as an ability, which I think is to write a song about anything. And it's one of the things I love. I want to be challenged on a daily basis. I want you to give me topics, titles, and say, go. And we've done every topic under the sun. The LGBTQ anthem is on iTunes. The Kyle Rittenhouse is on iTunes. The Freedom Convoy is on iTunes. I've written a song based up, I can't even tell you the amount of names. Back in Black, Winds of Change. Lots of people mention names, and I just wrote songs based on those titles. And they're all on iTunes. And 2 Fish songs. Fluffhead and what's it called? Run Like an Antelope. But my own songs. And I wrote them in the moment because they were asked, and I don't know the song. But anyway, I love doing this. I just have to find a way to just generate some income for it that's like worthy. I mean, it's earned. It's not like I'm generating it for something crappy. I will create a ridiculous song for someone. It will be well worth what they pay. So and it will be in the moment, which is better than, I like the experience of saying, show up and I will create the song live and then edit it for you. But I'll create it live for whoever you want, so they could come into the chat, and I'll improvise some entire song and then edit it into a beautiful song and deliver it. And that's going to be a concept that I have to work with. But anyway, I'm excited about that. Just have to start. I really need to figure out how I could get like a website designer to put all these things into one idea. So you can go to my website and you can do all this. I don't know. I can't do that. I just don't have the time. Between real estate and then showing up here with you guys. I can't design a website again. I did the last 2. So anyway, we'll figure it all out. At a certain point, I have to get to hiring people to do some things, to edit, to go into every show and pull out all the great stuff. Great rants. The last 4 or 5 nights have been great rants. I can't pull all of the rants out. I wish someone out there was was somewhat like an editor, and they'd go through and be like, this is a really powerful moment that Mark said. Let me take that out and send it over to him so I can just drop it. I just can't get to it all. But if you happen to be someone who does that, I will give you all the credit and say, hey, Maudib pulled this clip for me, and guys, check this out. Maudib thought it was a really cool moment from the show, and here it is. I will pop everything on that I can for you guys if you give me the clip or you point it out in an episode. Bradley does this a lot. I love it. He'll say 8 minutes and 44 seconds. And when I go there, it's the woo-hoo. But you can say 32 minutes and 15 seconds, and it could be this moment that I said something, and you want to hear it as a clip. And I will cut it, okay? Unless you cut it and send it to me, and I'll drop it that way as well. But anyway, anything you could do to help me source some of the cool things that happen on a daily basis, I'd appreciate it, because I don't go back and watch the shows after I record them. I put the show out, and then I go out and I put on another fire show the next night. That's all. I never look back. Unless I remember there's a great song I have to go back and pull. Which, by the way, guys, just so you know, right now, just so you know what I'm working on.
Better than looking at the sky at nightfall. When all the angels call the nightfall.
Woo! Nightfall. Working on it. I hope to have it for you guys tomorrow. The full version. Right now it's about 18 minutes. It was 34 minutes. I got it down to 18. I'll have it down to about 6 when it's done. Can't believe I have to work. I already removed so much amazing guitar work. But you know what? That's why you guys come for the live show, because you get to hear all the crazy guitar playing. And then I have to cut a lot of it out in order to make it a really, like a radio worthy version. So, tomorrow, we do it all over again. And let me see if I can say goodnight to you. Remember, here's the clip. Here is the link for the Trump files on next Thursday. I'm giving you 2 more links, or 1 more link. Shark Tank, Monday, there's only, it looks like 2 likes on this right now, guys. So please do me a favor and go over and give this a like, hit the bell so you know, and share it. It's my first episode of Shark Tank. I'm so excited. I had a chance to meet Cubes, had a chance to do a little, pitcheroo. And I had so many deals. It was just overwhelming, So I want you to join and see if you can pick out the best moments where, I probably should have taken the deal, and not just, sometimes you talk too much, you know what I mean? Like you oversell. I oversold, on the moink. Anyway, check it out. There's the link. Oh, goodness. Let me say goodnight to you. You got to go away. Yeah. Hope everything is right with Timmy. He left earlier. I may have missed something in the chat, but the Trump files, I really enjoy that freaking thing. Can't wait to drop the entire 8 episodes for you. Let's see if we can get a couple thousand views on these episodes, because I think they're worthy of that. At least, right? Why the... Joanne, why is everything taking so long all of a sudden? The link. There we go. Here we go, Joanne. Thanks for coming out. Still nothing on the screen, Joanne. Up. 17 hours later, things are good out. Chris Donaldson, Sydney, my brother, Leisure number 7, Maudib, Jacqueline Grace, Pamela Swan, S. Coop, Stacy Michaels, We Have Liberty and Freedom. Thank you for the donation. Coming to America. I'll work on something. I'll find a scene. And Wharton Fissel, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for kicking it with me tonight and every night. Please keep sharing. It's making a difference. Even if they can't show up live, we have to keep spreading the word. Keep sharing the content. Until tomorrow. It's Mark Pires. And this is Mark Inspires, the longest running show on earth. 1523 in a row. I'll see you tomorrow. Do it all over again. You got to go away, yeah.